In the early 2010s, a new player emerged in the dark web marketplace. AlphaBay was founded by Alexander Kazes, a young and ambitious entrepreneur. With a vision to create the largest and most secure online black market, Kazes built AlphaBay from the ground up. The platform quickly gained popularity, offering a wide range of illicit goods and services. Its sophisticated security measures and user-friendly interface attracted thousands of users, making it the go-to marketplace for illegal transactions. The year was 2014. The dark web, a hidden part of the internet, was already a haven for illegal activities. Then, AlphaBay emerged. This online marketplace would quickly become a titan in the digital underworld. Its creators promised anonymity, security, and a vast selection of illicit goods. AlphaBay's rise was meteoric. Word spread quickly through dark web forums and communities. The site's sleek design and user-friendly interface were a stark contrast to its predecessors. It was easy to navigate, even for those unfamiliar with the dark web's complexities. This accessibility, combined with its robust security features, attracted a massive influx of users. Buyers and sellers, seeking refuge from the watchful eyes of law enforcement, flocked to AlphaBay. The site's administrators, hidden behind layers of encryption and anonymity, watched their creation flourish into a digital black market of unprecedented scale. It wasn't just the technology that fueled AlphaBay's rapid growth. The marketplace capitalized on a growing demand. Traditional crime was moving online. AlphaBay provided the perfect platform, connecting buyers and sellers across the globe with speed and efficiency. The dark web was no longer a niche corner of the internet. AlphaBay had thrust it into the mainstream of criminal activity. The dawn of the digital black market had arrived, and AlphaBay was at its forefront. AlphaBay was a digital marketplace, but instead of everyday goods, it offered a vast and disturbing inventory of illegal products. Drugs, weapons, stolen data, and counterfeit documents were all just a click away. The site operated with its own set of rules and moral codes, a reflection of the lawless environment it fostered. Drugs were AlphaBay's biggest draw. Heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, and fentanyl flooded the marketplace. Sellers provided detailed descriptions of their products, often including images and customer reviews, much like legitimate online retailers. This normalization of illegal activities was a chilling testament to AlphaBay's reach. Beyond narcotics, the site facilitated a terrifying array of criminal enterprises. Stolen credit card information, hacking tools, and even firearms were readily available. The anonymity provided by the dark web emboldened criminals, allowing them to operate with a sense of impunity. The sheer volume of transactions on AlphaBay was staggering. Millions of dollars in Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency of choice for dark web transactions, changed hands daily. The marketplace had become a global hub for criminal activity, its tentacles reaching far beyond the digital realm and into the physical world. At the helm of this sprawling criminal enterprise was a young man named Alexander Kazes, known online as Alpha02 and admin. A Canadian in his mid-20s, Kazes was the mastermind behind AlphaBay's sophisticated infrastructure. He was a ghost in the machine, his true identity hidden behind layers of encryption and misdirection. Kazes possessed a deep understanding of computer science and cryptography. He had honed his skills from a young age, displaying a natural aptitude for coding and a fascination with the dark corners of the internet. This technical prowess, combined with a ruthless ambition, would prove to be a dangerous combination. Under Kazes' leadership, AlphaBay thrived. He was a meticulous administrator, constantly updating the site's security protocols and ensuring the smooth flow of illegal goods and money. To the users of AlphaBay, he was a legend, a digital kingpin who had created an untouchable empire. However, Kazes' success came at a heavy price. He lived a double life, his online persona a stark contrast to his everyday existence. The wealth he amassed from AlphaBay funded a lavish lifestyle, but it was a life lived in the shadows, always looking over his shoulder, knowing that his empire could crumble at any moment. Kazes was an enigma, a man of many faces, whose true nature remained a mystery even to those closest to him. As AlphaBay's notoriety grew, so too did the attention from law enforcement agencies worldwide. The scale of the marketplace's illegal activities was impossible to ignore. Agencies like the FBI, DEA, and Europol launched investigations, determined to dismantle the sprawling criminal network. Taking down AlphaBay was a daunting task. The dark web, with its layers of encryption and anonymity, presented significant challenges. Traditional investigative techniques were often ineffective. Law enforcement agencies had to adapt, developing new methods of surveillance and intelligence gathering. The investigation into AlphaBay quickly became an international effort. Agencies across the globe recognized that dismantling such a vast network required collaboration and information sharing. The pursuit of Alexander Kazes and his lieutenants became a top priority. The investigation spanned continents, with law enforcement agencies working tirelessly to penetrate AlphaBay's sophisticated security measures. They employed advanced hacking techniques, surveillance operations, and undercover agents to infiltrate the marketplace and gather evidence. The net was closing in on Kazes and his empire. The fall of AlphaBay was a coordinated effort, involving multiple law enforcement agencies from around the world. It was a massive undertaking, requiring extensive planning and collaboration. The operation, which spanned several countries, culminated in the dramatic arrest of AlphaBay's founder Alexander Kazes in Thailand. This marked a significant victory in the fight against online criminal marketplaces. However, the battle against cybercrime continues, as new platforms emerge to fill the void left by AlphaBay's demise. The relentless pursuit of justice drives these agencies to adapt and innovate, ensuring that the dark web remains a contested space. In July 2017, law enforcement agencies around the world dealt a significant blow to the dark web. AlphaBay, the largest online marketplace for illicit goods, was taken down. Just days later, Hansa, another major player, was also shut down. This coordinated effort marked a turning point in the fight against online crime. The takedown of these two major platforms sent shockwaves through the dark web community. It was a clear message: no one is beyond the reach of the law. With AlphaBay and Hansa gone, the dark web landscape began to shift. New marketplaces emerged, trying to fill the void left behind. The digital underworld was in flux, as new players entered the scene, hoping to capitalize on the chaos. However, the increased scrutiny from law enforcement made it clear that the game had changed. The takedowns served as a stark reminder that no online platform is beyond the reach of the law. The landscape was no longer the same, and the future of the dark web remained uncertain. The story of AlphaBay is a cautionary tale for those who believe in the anonymity of the dark web. Despite sophisticated encryption and efforts to conceal identities, the operators were ultimately unmasked. The downfall of AlphaBay underscores the risks involved in engaging in illegal activities online. It's a reminder that the digital world is not as hidden as some might think. The illusion of safety can be shattered in an instant, leaving behind a trail of consequences. AlphaBay's demise serves as a stark warning to those who tread the murky waters of the dark web. The battle against dark web crime is far from over. Law enforcement continues to adapt and evolve, developing new strategies to combat illicit online activities. While the takedown of AlphaBay and Hansa was a significant victory, the dark web remains a challenging frontier. The ongoing efforts to disrupt these networks are crucial in maintaining the safety and security of the digital realm. With continued dedication and innovation, there is hope that the tide will turn in favor of justice. Gap 3S. The takedown of AlphaBay sent shockwaves through the dark web community. Panic ensued as users scrambled to cover their tracks, fearful of law enforcement closing in. Many fled to alternative marketplaces, but trust was shattered. The void left by AlphaBay's demise created a power vacuum, leading to a chaotic scramble for dominance among remaining platforms. Gap 3S. In the aftermath, smaller, less secure markets sprang up, but they were plagued by scams and law enforcement infiltrations. The once thriving digital black market was now a fractured landscape, with users more cautious and paranoid than ever before. The ripple effect of AlphaBay's fall disrupted the dark web economy, making it harder for criminals to operate with the same impunity. Gap 3S. This period of instability provided a unique opportunity for law enforcement agencies worldwide. By exploiting the chaos, they were able to gather intelligence and strike at the heart of other illicit operations. The AlphaBay bust not only dismantled one of the largest dark web marketplaces, but also set a precedent, demonstrating that even the most elusive criminals could be brought to justice. Gap 3S. The impact of AlphaBay's takedown continues to be felt as the dark web community adapts to a new reality. The battle is far from over, but the message is clear: no one is untouchable. The relentless pursuit of justice sends a powerful signal to those who believe they can operate outside the law. The digital landscape is forever changed, and the war against dark web crime rages on. Gap 3S. As the dust settles from the fall of AlphaBay, a new chapter begins in the cat-and-mouse game between digital black markets and law enforcement. The future of these illicit platforms is uncertain, but one thing is clear: both sides are evolving. Gap 3S. On one hand, dark web operators are becoming more sophisticated. They are leveraging advancements in encryption, blockchain technology, and decentralized networks to create marketplaces that are harder to infiltrate and shut down. These new platforms promise greater anonymity and security, attracting a new wave of users willing to take the risk. Gap 3S. However, law enforcement agencies are not standing still. They are increasingly turning to cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning to track and dismantle these digital black markets. By analyzing vast amounts of data and identifying patterns, they can predict and prevent criminal activities with unprecedented accuracy. Gap 3S. International collaboration is also reaching new heights. Agencies from different countries are sharing intelligence and resources, creating a unified front against the global threat of dark web crime. This cooperative approach is yielding significant results, as more and more illicit operations are being brought down. Gap 3S. The future of digital black markets is a high-stakes battlefield where innovation and vigilance are key. As technology continues to advance, the strategies employed by both criminals and law enforcement will become increasingly complex. Gap 3S. But one thing remains constant: the relentless pursuit of justice. The ongoing battle against dark web crime is a testament to the resilience and determination of those who fight to uphold the law. In this ever-changing digital landscape, the future is uncertain, but the resolve to combat illicit activities remains stronger than ever. Gap 3S. The story of AlphaBay is a reminder that no matter how sophisticated the technology or elusive the criminal, justice will always find a way. Gap 3S.